Service in downtown Cleveland.
I'm Karen McHugh. A weather warning for states in the South and Midwest that were pummeled by deadly tornadoes over the weekend. There's more to come.
Meteorologists say people in the Central Plains and Upper Midwest need to brace for more. They are telling folks in Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma to get ready for more tornadoes, hail, and severe thunderstorms. They also predict major snowstorms from coast to coast.
Fox's Anita Vogel. Those storms have killed at least 32. Former President Trump is prepping for his arraignment in New York tomorrow.
Now, Trump is set to arrive at the New York County Criminal Courthouse at 11 o'clock a.m. Several streets surrounding the courthouse are expected to be closed around 1 p.m. as the arraignment is set to begin at 2:15. The Trump campaign put out a statement that the former president will speak tomorrow night.
Fox's Brooke Singman. America is listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
Southern Heritage Bank is your local community.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Mix 104.1. It is coming up on 7:03. It's also, we're on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We're on MixTV.tv. As we say good morning to all of you. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Going to begin the news this hour with a reminder, or maybe not a reminder, but an announcement. I'll be joined by the Speaker of the State House, Cameron Sexton, at 8 o'clock this morning. Speaker of the House, Sexton, is coming on to talk about what happened at the state capitol last Thursday when protesters stormed into the state capitol, and they were protesting for stricter gun laws following the shooting last week at the Covenant School in Nashville. I'll be joined by the state Speaker of the House, Speaker of the State House, Cameron Sexton, Lieutenant Governor, coming on at 8 o'clock this morning. Let's get to the news from the Chattanoogan.com. Jeremy Lee Logan, a Bradley County native, was taken into custody by Collegedale police last Thursday. He was involved in 2 police pursuits in Collegedale last year. The most recent when Logan evaded Collegedale police and Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies on the campus of Southern Adventist University last October. Logan was captured over the weekend, booked on charges of evading arrest, tampering with evidence, and other charges. Also, late last week, a Ray County man pled guilty to 2 counts of aggravated sexual battery of a child. Will spend 16 years in state prison, this according to the Ray County Sheriff's Department. Douglas Clayton was originally indicted in November of 2020 for rape of a child and aggravated sexual battery, but agreed to plead guilty to the 2 lesser counts in Circuit Court Judge Bradley Sherman's court last week. Clayton will also be a lifetime registered sex offender. Also, our news partners at Local 3 report a federal judge on Friday temporarily blocked Tullesee's first-in-the-nation law, placing strict limits on sexually charged performances in public. Critics have said it bans drag shows, but proponents of the bill claim it protects children from being exposed to such performances in public places. The ruling came just hours before the law was set to go into effect. The decision comes after a Memphis-based LGBTQ theater company filed a federal lawsuit Monday against the Shelby County District Attorney and the state. U.S. District Judge Thomas Parker issued the temporary injunction after hearing arguments on both sides late last week. We had a lot of severe storms. They marched through Middle Tennessee overnight Friday into Saturday morning. The National Weather Service announced Sunday morning that the long-track tornado that swept through Wayne, Lewis, McNairy, and Hardin counties was likely an EF2 tornado. Scale is 4. The tornado traveled about 38 miles in about 40 minutes, 130 miles per hour wind speeds. Measured about a half mile wide, 1 person injured. Survey teams from the Weather Service will be in Marshall, Rutherford, Cannon, and Macon counties to look for evidence of a second tornado there. And Fox 17 in Nashville reports that Governor Bill Lee said he intends to expand a school safety measure to include the placement of school resource officers at every school in the state. The governor's plan comes after a 28-year-old woman identifying as transgender opened fire in the Covenant School in Nashville, killing 6 people, including 3 children. Under this proposal, which would have to be approved by the state legislature, private schools would be required to hire guards with the same level of training as public school requirements. However, private schools will not be forced to take advantage of the program. The governor's initial budget proposal this year included $20 million for school building security upgrades. He also plans to propose expanding this fund with additional money. Not yet clear how this proposal will impact school systems like Bradley County and Cleveland City, which already utilize school resource officers, and how they'll be allowed to use the additional funding being proposed. Of course, there's a federal bill, a safe school bill being proposed by Tennessee Senators Marsha Blackburn and Bill Hagerty, which we're going to be hearing more about this week on this air. At 7:07, let's get a check of the streets, and let's go over to you.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Buick GMC Truck Annual March Mania event, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days until your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway and Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. So far, things are looking great out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. They work with the communities and businesses they serve to make sure that all forms of waste are handled in ways that are reliable for their customers, safe for their employees, and respectful of the environment. Visit them online at wasteconnections-clevelandtn.com.
Are you done?
Yes. Done.
So let me say that. Hey, Fruit Loops, do you and my co-host of nearly 17 years know that what you do is actually publicly aired? Do you two ingrates understand that when you talk on the air, it's actually heard or seen? Do you guys know this?
Really?
I didn't know.
Wow.
Where are you, Fruit Loops? Let's go. Let's get on here. You're going to talk big about me on Friday. It's time to pay the piper.
Oh, I forget.
So I heard, matter of fact, I heard from several people that the two of you were trashing me Friday morning. So let me begin with ingrate number 1, back in the director's hole. Okay? For you to say that you took vacation. Yeah, oh, here we go. That you took vacation, you took Thursday off and you took Friday off because you knew I wouldn't be here.
I think I timed it out pretty well.
Oh, okay, so you're not denying
I took
this.
Thursday off. You took Friday off.
Yeah. So, but the reason is so you could package the deal together. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Now, Bridget pipes in, from what I'm told, and you said that you're going to start checking with me
Yes.
about my vacation.
Because I thought Austin's idea was genius.
Okay. Well, I'm okay. So both of you are actually owning up to all of this.
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
Okay. I was just.
You're accurate.
Okay. Thank you. I was just confirming the story.
Yes.
Okay. I got that several times, and okay, good. Well,
absolutely
true. As long as we're all on the same page. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, we got a lot going on. Big announcement about 5 minutes. We're going to make a really, and Bridget, like we said last week, we overhype everything. But this really is truly a big deal.
Once in a lifetime.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I get that's a good point, Bridget.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're
Boy,
welcome.
that's sweet. And then so all that's going to start, and I think this is Ham Week. Is that right? With Crossroads Community Church, Mickey Clark, he's coming in.
That's right. Yes, also known as Easter Week.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
true. No, I always wondered how. The Lord being a Jew and we're eating ham, that's a Easter tradition. I just don't get all that. But anyway, you know who can figure that out? Trish Sluter. She'll figure it out. Old Cruella DeVille over there. All right, so all that happening. We got a lot going on. And then the new women's basketball coaches at Walker Valley are coming in, including Paul and Sarah Saulsville. I went to high school with Sarah and Lee with Paul. He used to dive on the floor and bang his head on the floor all the time.
Oh.
And now we see the results. But that's all. Listen, that's a whole other story. And I don't want anybody to say anything about that. Henry Mancini. Hardee's 2 for $5. It's a Hardee's Wake Up. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast includes the made from scratch sausage and egg biscuit, biscuits and gravy, French toast dips. Choose 2 of the same or mix and match with delicious breakfast variety. Visit Hardee's and feed your happy at 712.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made from scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or syrupy French toast dips. Pick any 2, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Hey Cleveland, Thomas Williams, Executive Manager with Mountain View Nissan. Coming to you today to talk to you about our new Car Madness sale for the whole month of April. Starting April 1st through the end of the month, we're going to give you a $500 Food City gift card for purchasing a new vehicle. You heard me right. A $500 gift card to Food City for purchasing a new vehicle in the month of April. We've got plenty of inventory, and also it comes with our lifetime warranty that covers your engine, your transmission, your water pump for as long as you own the car. It's April. It's new Car Madness time. Come see us.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Skies later in the morning, a high of 81 tomorrow and a low of 67 tomorrow evening. And then on Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a high of 85. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 48 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. It is 7:16. It's time to talk about what we are starting actually today. And I will say, though, that... Hey, by the way, hey, Fruit Loops, why would you stick this card and put it backwards, make me think I'm going crazy? Or upside down. He puts information here and does it like this. Is it like one of those things we play a song backwards and hear a message from the devil, which, by the way, would be appropriate for you? I'm supposed to be making an announcement here?
Yes, very special announcement.
It just ticks me off. You know, you ingrades, get on here talking about how horrible I am. And, well, you're probably true. Anyway, well, let's talk about it. So if you're an app subscriber, you already have this information. We sent this out Friday. But Mix 104 Point, as Reagan Hartline used to call it. I think you still think that's the name. Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years.
Wow.
30 years this year. Now, let's get very clear here. WCLE AM 1570 was founded in April of 1957, okay? Mix 1041 was put on the air by the late, great Jim Slager and Randy Slager in Athens, Tennessee. They bought WCLE and they bought the AM, and then they put Mix 1041 on the air 30 years ago this year. Well, we're celebrating, and we're giving you the prize. As a matter of fact, we've never done anything like this. We're celebrating 30 years. See, this is the note that Austin just put on the deal here, on the board. But he put it on upside down. You know, I wrote this, but I actually forgot it.
Did.
So we're celebrating, that's pretty cute, actually. We're celebrating 30 years with 30 contests in 30 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So every week we will have a different contest for 30 weeks. We've got some wonderful sponsors. And we're going to start this week with 4 tickets to see the Atlanta Braves, courtesy of Wholesale Supply Group. They're our first Mix 30 partner this week, plus a parking pass to Truist Field. And that's our first prize. Here's how you qualify. You can go to mymix1041.com, beginning now, and see that there. Again, if you're an app subscriber, you had this Friday, okay? You can go to our website. We'll also be taking calls throughout the day, and calls and texts throughout the day. We'll tell you when. But, Bridget, that's it. And I think 30 weeks of contest with Mix 30, which is presented by the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. They're coming on next hour. That's a pretty big deal.
It is. It is. We are looking forward to this. Obviously, over the next 30 weeks, going to be talking about Mix 30 a whole lot and some huge prizes to give away.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You can go to the website, see all of our Mix 30 partners right there. Going to be some big prizes. Also, TVFCU will announce the grand prize coming up just after 8. I'll be joined by Speaker of the House of Representatives, Cameron Sexton, at 8 o'clock. We'll get him to sing this after the interview. It's Whitney Houston. Mix 30 officially kicked off on Mix 1041. We'll start taking qualifiers in just a few, but you can qualify now at mymix1041.com.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Direct Primary Care Associates is making our healthcare membership even better.
Now you can have access to over 1,000 generic medications as a part of our membership. This efficient, affordable benefit to go with your already convenient DPCA membership makes getting your medications easy with home delivery. You can find out how you and your family can get access to over 1,000 medications, 24/7 access to your doctor via phone, text, email, telemedicine, same-day or next-day appointments, labs, and more with a low monthly cost at directprimarycareassociates.com.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
2 days at Bradley Square Mall with Shannon Wright and Jason all of them. Is that good?
We understand that was a huge event as well. Yeah.
Well, I was so excited about all this, I went to Charlotte. So I've been in Charlotte all weekend celebrating my sister-in-law, Leanna Perry, Leanna Jacobs, when she played tennis at Lee University, but Leanna Perry's 40th birthday.
Wow.
And I will say we had it in their church. The party was not a surprise, but there was a lot of dancing.
Really?
I don't know if it was in the spirit or not. I don't think it was. But anyway, I thought, boy, if she'd been back at Lee, Paul Kahn would have smacked some demerits on her. Boy, Dr. Kahn, if you could have seen the way she moved, buddy, I tell you, you'd have been proud. All right, at 7:24, Bridget, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's going on?
Okay, happy birthday to my friend Denny Williams today.
Denny?
Yes.
You still got that goatee?
I think so, yeah.
Creepy. Hey, Denny, shave it. You and Danny Murray both need to shave your goatee. It's creepy.
Denny was doing very well in Mixed Madness. I'm not sure where he is now.
Well, the championship game tonight, and speaking of basketball, we'll talk about maybe tonight, too. We got that at 9 o'clock. Talk about that in a second.
So happy birthday, Denny, today. Also, Mandy Beatty is having a birthday, a third-grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. And then Nora Rosie is 4 years old today. Her grandmother just sent that in to us, says she is a joy to everyone who knows her. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ritipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They have been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903.
There's a new coaching administration at Walker Valley High School, the Lady Mustangs, and we are joined by my longtime friends Paul and Sarah Saulsville and Linda Duskevich. Did I say it right?
You absolutely did.
I'm leaving. I can't do anything else. Great. Guys, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Huge announcement here. I want to begin with you, Paul. You'll be the head coach of the Lady Mustangs. And first of all, just your instant reaction. How are you feeling about all this?
Oh, I'm excited. The biggest part is I got these two very strong women in a girls program, and I'm just going to lean into that. You know, they have high school experience, college experience. Linda coached a little college ball, and then a real strong program up in Michigan. You know, Sarah coaching with, you know, Rachel Moore back in the day. You know, when she was coaching, I was on the periphery, waking up at 6 a.m. with Holly Rogers and Tiffany Buckaloo. I mean, you know, those are memories for us.
Yeah, that's right.
I coached at Coe for 5 years. She was in the gym, you know, teaching post moves to Brandon Elrod. You know, I mean, so we've almost coached together, but now we're going to do it this time. And with Linda on board, just pumped.
Sarah, how about this? This is pretty neat, isn't it?
It is. It really is. It really is. I'm excited to get back into coaching on the sideline. I coach, you know, a lot at our house or in the van driving home, but doing this with them, I'm really excited. It'll be fun.
This is wonderful. And Linda, this is the first time we've met, so tell us about yourself and then how you feel about this opportunity.
Well, I have been in Cleveland for about 10 years now, but I'm an Indiana girl at heart. So I'm excited to be with these two. Couldn't ask for two people better to work with. I played at Manchester University in northern Indiana. I stayed for a few years to coach, and then I coached some high school basketball in Niles, Michigan. And then my husband transplanted here through work, and here I am at a great place.
I understand you teach AP what?
Chemistry.
AP Chemistry, and you're the department chair, is that correct?
I am, yes.
I mean, I don't even know how to spell chemistry. I mean, that's just the other side of the brain that I didn't get. Math and science, you know, whatever. But God bless you folks who get it. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Paul, the thought as you take over this program and just some I guess some goals, maybe a couple here as we get started.
Sure. Taking over a program at 45 is different than taking over a program at 25. So, I mean, like, we're grown this time around, you know, and so it's a program. The scoreboard will turn on. We'll throw jerseys on. We're going to do our best to compete. But being a part of a program, our end game is like 10 years from now. We see these girls, they're living life. And it's not that, you know, maybe an awkward hello that used to be my coach back in the day, but a true embrace of, hey, how are you doing? You know, how's life? They may have babies 10 years from now. So when we put that perspective on things, you know, a tough loss, it's not going to be that tough. So one of our biggest goals is just connecting with these girls. We already do it in the classroom. She does it at the middle school. We do it at the high school. You know, we hang out with, I mean, these kids are on the threshold of adulthood. So we have a very unique role of what we can share with them and be a part of them and their families. I mean, that's a big deal for us too. You know, when you tap an athlete to be a part of your program, you're inviting a whole family to be a part. I think that's a different, you know, a lot of young coaches, young teachers, you know, the hardest part of all this is parents. And we're parents, and we're parents of athletes, and we don't want to be that. So we're going to embrace our families. So, you know, we'll get to the hoops. You know, we'll teach fundamentals. You know, we'll get there. Those girls will definitely learn basketball. But we're going to attempt to coach with a bigger picture in mind.
Because, look, I watched, growing up here, I watched both of you play. And, Paul, you were extremely aggressive. You used to dive on the floor, bang your head on the floor, which Bridget said earlier we can now tell that you bang your head on the floor too many times.
Thanks, Bridget.
Why would you say that?
I did not say
Horrible. Sarah, we watched, you always think of my friend Chris Green, who said you're the greatest rebounder ever back in the day.
Wow.
Sarah, I mean, you guys have done this. You've played it. How much has it changed, though, from when you guys played to now 2023?
There are certain things that I think have changed, but there's still the root of what it is. I have said from day one, basketball is a beautiful game. I love every part of it, and he and I have had many drives down the road, whether it's to family vacations or just around the town, just talking about what it has meant for me and for him, and what we now get to do with these girls. The competitiveness, I think the year-long playing, when I was in high school, we had seasons. We had basketball season, we had track season, we had soccer season, and now it kind of goes all year. So I think that's probably one of the biggest differences, just the time that these kids put into a sport. And so we are excited to come alongside of them when they say, hey, this is the sport that I love. Hey, we love it too. So let's learn it, let's play it, let's compete. But like you said, let's just do life together. Let's just get to know you, you get to know us and our families. So
Linda, how important is that to you as far as connecting with these young women?
Well, first of all, that's why I teach. I love these kids. And as we know, too, we're always a teacher at heart first, whether it's in the classroom, on the basketball court. And, we wouldn't do this job if we didn't love those kids. And we just want to take them on, like Sarah said, take them on this journey with us, teach them about life, teach them about basketball, put it all together, and just make it magical for them.
Mm-hmm.
Paul and Sarah Saulsville, Linda Diskevich. Paul, anything you want to add here before we go?
We're just excited. Hopefully some folks will come watch us play. Hopefully some of Coe middle school girls will decide to, walk across that bridge over to Walker Valley, and, we'll just keep building something that will last, something that makes all our time worth it. And, just our two families sharing this together is going to be something special too. So.
Well, there they are, the new coaching administration at Walker Valley High School, the Lady Mustangs, and I really appreciate all of you joining us this morning very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Easter. God bless you.
Happy Easter.
All right, we're going to transition now to a news update right here. Just a reminder, I'll be joined by the Speaker of the State House, Cameron Sexton, at 8 o'clock, talking about the protesters at the state capitol last Thursday. We'll talk about that. Plus, we've got a lot to do, as we've announced this morning. Our 30th anniversary, Mix 30 is what we're calling it, presented by TVFCU. And this week, we are giving away, we're going to have 30 contests in 30 weeks, over the next 30 weeks. By the way, in case you're wondering, that's through the end of October, so we'll be talking about this about Halloween time. But we'll have TVFCU coming in announcing the grand prize they're giving away. Plus, we have a different contest every week. So contest number 1 is with Wholesale Supply Group this week. They're giving away 4 tickets to an Atlanta Braves game plus a parking pass. You can register right now. That all went live at mymix1041.com. We'll come back in a moment. The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com. This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. On May 1st, they are relocating to a larger, more convenient branch at 950 25th Street in Cleveland at the intersection of Peerless Road.
We're going to take a collection up. They were evicted out of their location, so they've had to move.
No, they were not evicted.
Well, I have a feeling they were, but of course we're going to hide the truth here as usual. Old Dusty Whitener down there, we love him.
It's a big move up for them.
Yeah,
we're
it is.
excited.
It's a great location they're going over to.
Call them at 423.
Well, there at Ace Hardware. We'll go in there and get me some boys.
458-3007. Thank you. I'm done.
What was the number again? I probably stepped on it.
Yes, 458-3007.
All right, sports on the way. It's, of course, the NCAA Men's Championship tonight, about 9 o'clock. Hey, Bridget, just a PSA, I am staying up for the whole game.
Oh,
and I'll be here in the morning.
Oh, good.
Be here in the morning.
Oh, good.
All right, back in a second. First, this from TVFCU. They are our presenting partner of Mix 30. Get used to hearing about Mix 30, our 30th anniversary celebration. We're celebrating 30 years with 30 contests in 30 weeks.
Video chat with TV.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My rewards.
In a time where private label brands are becoming more popular because of inflation, it's time to consider choosing your next mattress direct from the factory and locally owned and manufactured Mermaid Mattress, where you'll get a better mattress at a better price, guaranteed.
For today, we'll have rain showers throughout the day, a high of 65, cloudy skies this evening, and areas of patchy fog tonight with a low of 56. For tomorrow, we'll have some fog early in the day, followed by cloudy skies, and then partly cloudy by the afternoon, a high of 82. And a low of 67 tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy during the day on Wednesday with a high of 86. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 48 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
All right, it's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk, 7:39. CHI Memorial, Hello Human Kindness, the sports report sponsored by the Town Squire. Have you checked out the Town Squire sportswear selection for spring 2023? One of my friends said, what a selection. T-shirts, golf shirts, sports shirts, hoodies, believe it or not, even performance slacks by Tommy Hilfiger and Crown Crafted by Peter Millar, along with other national sportswear lines like Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Southern Marsh, Coastal Cotton, Volunteer Traditions, and Johnny O. Check them out and let them dress you from head to toe at the Town Squire, locally owned and operated. Thank you for allowing them to serve you all of these years. Since 1977, the Town Squire, 1717 Key Street, Northwest Cleveland, Tennessee, in the Stewart Park Plaza. Oh, how about those LSU Lady Tigers? LSU, Louisiana State University, for the first time in program history, You know what? They won their first women's championship yesterday, but the men have never won the championship. Kim Mulkey pointed that out following Friday night's game. LSU over Iowa, 102-85 yesterday in Dallas. It's the fourth title, though, personally for Coach Kim Mulkey. She won 3 at Baylor. And in her second year, she's won a championship at LSU. But let's go back to Iowa for a second. How about Naismith Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark? Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a player. But it's LSU. And, of course, we're proud of them from the SEC as they win the women's championship. All right, here we go. The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Is there anybody in the world who had UConn and San Diego State tonight? 9 o'clock on, we're going to have it here on Mix 104.1, actually, and the Mix 104.1 app. Our coverage with Westwood 1 tonight. And, of course, on CBS television. By the way, this will be, you may have heard this, Jim Nantz will call his Final Four. I've been involved in the Final Four for 37 years, 32 of them as the announcer. Remember back in... I think it was 89 or no, you know what? It was 91. They fired CBS fired Brent Musburger right before the Final Four. They fired him, and then Nantz took over with Billy Packer. We interviewed Billy Packer here a couple of times. Now he's the late great Billy Packer. And then Nantz took over for Musburger after they fired him, and he went to ABC. And Nantz has had it, but tonight's his last Final Four. Ian Eagle. I like Ian Eagle, but he's all right. He's fine. He'll take over next year. Nationals over the Braves yesterday, 4-1. Braves at Cardinals tonight, 7:45. Now, we're moving that game over to Talk 101.3 The Buzz because the national championship game tonight will be on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Hawks beat the Mavericks last night, 132-130 in overtime. Sports, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. And we'll come right back with more in a moment. And now this with Wholesale Supply Group. Wholesale Supply Group is our very first Mix 30 partner. We will have a different partner each week of Mix 30, celebrating 30 years with 30 contests in 30 weeks. This week's prize with Wholesale Supply Group is going to be a 4-pack of tickets to see the Atlanta Braves, plus a parking pass. You can register on our website at mymix1041.com. But if you're an app subscriber, you receive this on Friday, okay? You've already got it. Or you can go to the website, obviously. We'll be taking phone calls. We're giving every prize each week will be given away and announced on Fridays at 5 p.m. with Dwayne Williams on the Mix Afternoon Drive with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Mix 104.1 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Hey Cleveland, Thomas Williams, Executive Manager with Mountain View Nissan. Coming to you today to talk to you about our new Car Madness sale for the whole month of April. Starting April 1st through the end of the month, we're going to give you a $500 Food City gift card for purchasing a new vehicle. You heard me right. A $500 gift card to Food City for purchasing a new vehicle in the month of April. We've got plenty of inventory, and also it comes with our lifetime warranty that covers your engine, your transmission, your water pump for as long as you own the car. It's April. It's new Car Madness time. Come see us.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Prior on Friday, we had a great end of the week and a great end of March. The Dow was up 415 points to close at 33,274. The S&P up 58 to close at 4,109. And the NASDAQ up 208 points to close at 12,222. So March came out like a lion. Back to you guys in the studio.
Hey, when's Church League softball start? I've been meaning to ask you that.
Tuesday, tomorrow. If we're able to play, we'll be playing tomorrow.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I'm all fired up.
Mount Olive. I think our first game is against Mount Olive, too, actually.
Oh, it's a holy war during Easter week. I love it.
That's right.
Hey, talk a little trash. Bridget's sitting there. She attends Mount Olive. She doesn't pay tithe, but she attends.
Yeah. She is your son playing again?
Yes.
Owen, right? Owen is Owen.
Owen, yes. He is going to be playing this year again.
Well, we may be out. Are you going to be out there at the bar then?
Yes, sir. We'll see you out there. Yeah.
You'll be trash talking Bobby, I guess. Is that right? Hey, what position will you be for great?
Bridget doesn't trash talk.
Bridget, sadly,
too much on her.
Sadly, Bridget doesn't even watch the game. She's sitting there with her face on her phone or whatever. Hey, hey, Bobby, what position will you be playing this year?
I'm going to be pitching, Steve. I've graduated the infield.
Oh, so you're not pitching?
No, I am pitching.
Oh, you are pitching. Okay.
Where do you think the pitchers go, Steve?
Well, they
don't pitch in left field.
I guess so. Well, I'll tell you where Bridget was told to go.
We're excited.
No, I'm talking about softball. No, I'm talking about softball.
Yeah.
I don't mean what James Sears told her, but anyway. All right. Hey, Bobby, how do we get a hold of you?
Hey, give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station.
Or I'm sure you get private pitching lessons if some
That's
people.
That's right. We give private. Exactly. We give private pitching lessons and batting lessons. Bridget filmed my home run last time against Mount Olive.
I did.
But
I got that on video.
maybe we'll have another one. Maybe we'll have another one, Steve. It's all in the bat.
Hey, Fruit Loops, Hey, Austin, I call him Fruit Loops. Somebody said to me last week, why are you calling him Fruit Loops? Because it was a favorite cereal, and he asked me to do it. But, hey, Fruit Loops, do you still have Bobby's home run? I remember we played that, actually, last year.
I doubt it. I could look, though.
Yeah, hey, thanks. Appreciate you. He's an idiot. Get off my... I tell you, I'm tired of both of you. Get off my phone. I hung up on Bobby because I was mad at Austin.
Goodness.
What's the matter? All right, here we go. So for the first time, we are going to open up our phone lines and our text lines for Mix 30. Oh, we're excited about this. Get ready. 30... I wrote this slogan. I can't remember it. Celebrating 30 years with 30 contests in
30 weeks.
There we go. 30, 30, 30. All right, so our first prize this week, 4 tickets to see the Atlanta Braves with a parking pass. Thanks, Wholesale Supply Group. Let me tell you something. Read up and down the list, folks. We wouldn't be here without these partners, and especially Wholesale Supply Group. So, listen, if you want to win 4 tickets to see the Atlanta Braves, plus a parking pass, I'll give you to 8 o'clock. I'll give you 12 minutes. I'm feeling real generous. So call or text 423-614-6499. If you're texting, make sure and put your name on it and put Mix 30. And the way you're going to start seeing this, there's no separation between the X and the 3. It's Mix 30. All right? So just do that. We'll qualify. We'll be taking qualifiers all week long here, and we're doing it right now. So call us, 614-6499, or text that same number, and we're going to take them till 8 o'clock. We'll take them till 8 o'clock. We'll go right now. Coming up next, Pastor Mickey Clark.
Hey, this is Tracy and Abby. We listen to Mix 104 every morning on our drive to...
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associates. It's not insurance, it's health care.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon. The voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
It's 7 before 8. Quick check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to my friend Denny Williams today. Also, yes, Mandy Beatty is also celebrating today, a third grade teacher at Michigan Avenue.
She's great.
Nora Rosie is 4 years old today. That is from her grandmother, who says she is such a joy to all who know her. Daniel Cudd is 40 today, and then this one just in. Jack Sanders is having a birthday today, a student at Walker Valley. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website mymix1041.com or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They are with you every step of the way.
All right, Mix 1041, we're on mixtv.tv. Just as part of a news update here, just a quick reminder, I'll be joined by the Speaker of the State House Representatives, Cameron Sexton, talking about what happened last Thursday. Protesters coming into the state capitol. He's called it an insurrection. He has said in stories that have been covered since this past Thursday. So we're going to talk to the Speaker of the House of the State House about that coming up here in just a few minutes. Right now, though, he is Pastor Mickey Clark, Crossroads Community Church. Pastor, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Steve? How are you, Bridget?
I'm doing great. And we also have joining us Zach Morrison and also Chad Cook. Guys, good morning to you also.
Morning.
Great to see you. Pastor, it's a big week. I do want to begin there, and then you've got a big contest I think we're doing for the third year, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
talk about this week.
This week to me, you know, obviously it's Easter week, and you'll hear different people saying it's like the Super Bowl for Christians and everything else. To me, I don't disagree with that, but to me it's just such a week of hope because I think about how everything started with him entering and all the people were shouting his name, but then those same people end up changing and really bringing harm to Jesus. But God's desire for him and what God's plan was to not just restore, but to provide a way so that all of us could have hope. And so to me, it's this ultimate story of like, no matter what's going on in life, like through Christ, we can have hope, and we can do that because of the way his life. And so that's what it's all about for us. And so we take an approach that we've got a lot of different things going on, but we try not to get too caught up in what some things could make, and don't have a problem with those things. We think those things are great, but we just try to we want to just emphasize. In fact, we said yesterday, man, I don't want anybody to hear the church name. I just want them to hear about Jesus, because that's where the hope lies. And that's what this week is all about. It's about conquering so that we can have. And that's just what we want to emphasize, and let people know that no matter where they're at, no matter where life has them right now, that does not have to be the end of the story. And that's what we celebrate.
We're joined by Mickey Clark, Crossroads Community Church. And so tell me about the church plan. What's going to be happening on Easter? Absolutely.
We're going to be in the Fine Arts Center, which is a little bit different. The last few years we've been in the gym just to be able to hold everybody. But we have figured out a way to be able to, it's going to be tight. I'm just be honest with you, it's going to be tight. But there's still plenty of room because we've gotten creative with some seating and the way that we're doing it. But we've noticed over the past couple of years that even though we had large attendance and had a ball, some people, especially for some of our older adults, getting up and down those bleachers and people coming, and whatever they may be wearing, it may not be as easy as being in those lush little seats that Bradley allows us to so amazingly be in that Fine Arts Center. And so there's going to be plenty of space. But we'll be in the Fine Arts Center, one service, 10 o'clock in the morning. We're going to have some different things that open up around 9:30 so people can get there, get a bottle of water, get a cup of coffee, and then we'll start service at 10 o'clock, and we're just going to celebrate Jesus on Easter Sunday, and it's going to be awesome.
Amen. Zach Morrison is... Now, Zach, it just hit me. Have you ever seen Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, close. Got the O-N on the end.
I just read that, just hit me. So you're lose the O-N, and you're Zach Morris.
That's right.
With
that's
AC
right.
Slater. Now, see, these guys, all these people, no, you're younger than us.
A little better looking, though, if you ask me.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, sir.
Zach, you handle the worship, I understand, at Crossroads. Tell me about not just this week, but your approach to the worship portion of the service each week.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, it's the same every week, no matter if it's a worship night or whatever. We're there to lift the name of Jesus, and we're not there to entertain or perform. It's all about him and lifting his name high and blessing him and ministering to him. So that's what we're going to be doing on Friday with our Good Friday worship night.
Okay, talk about that.
It's going to be 7 to 8:30 at the Fine Arts Center at Bradley. It's going to be time to worship, also prayer and communion. Just time to reflect and remember, but also celebrate, because we know what happens, on Sunday. So
that's right. And then Chad Cook is the student minister at Crossroads Community Church. Chad, my goodness, the story of Easter to these students, and tell me about that.
Yeah, absolutely. What an incredible time just to give them hope. I mean, just thinking of everything our students have gone through, even in the past couple of years, and they're really searching. Anxiety is at an all-time high. They're really looking for hope, and Easter's an incredible time just to be able to remind them that Jesus came here for them, and that he's willing to give that hope and that love to them anytime. And so that's one of the things we're really hoping to connect them with. And even after that, continue. We've got a big weekend coming up, a couple weekends after that, and so we're hoping to really connect them together. And yeah, we always say we want to be life-giving. And so, Jesus said, I came to give life and life to the fullest. So that's our hope for our students, that they can experience that.
What are the regular opportunities for students at Crossroads? Or when you guys get together? Yeah, we meet on Wednesday nights at 6:30 to 8. They're at Bradley and the band, and it's just an incredible time for them to be able to connect and just live life together, and then we get to enjoy to give them the gospel while they're there as well. So it's a good time. Very good. Pastor Mickey Clark, Crossroads Community Church. Well, you started a tradition. Ham at Easter. Yes. What about it, Mickey?
Yes, it is that time. And I literally went to drop something off up at College Hill and at the community center, and everybody started talking to me about, hey, you got any of those hams? And so, I mean, it's one of those things that you know, we just laugh, but it is. It's a
ham man.
Yeah, it's a 3-year tradition now.
Yes.
It's one of those things we kind of stumbled across. The concept is simply this. We just want to. One of our themes is we're for Cleveland. We're for Cleveland. We're for Bradley County. We're for these amazing people. And you know what? Rather than asking for anything, we just want to take a moment and say, look, I know a lot of people do a ham. And so we got with Marty and Trish and Craig Sluter and talked to them and worked out a deal and bought some hams from them so that every day, I know you guys are going to be taking in calls, doing something even online, and people can register. And then every day, Monday through Friday, we'll be giving away a ham from Honey Baked Ham. They'll be able to just go over there and pick that up. And so, because I know a lot of people do provide ham for Easter. Yeah. And we just thought, you know what, what's a way that we can just kind of give back to the community, take something off of somebody's plates, and I mean, the bottom line is, who doesn't like honey baked ham as well, you know? And so, it's been awesome. We get a lot of different response from it because people are laughing and cutting up. And as you joke around, my nickname around this time, everybody calls me the Ham Man.
The Ham Man.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you know, some people have the Ice Man cometh. Well, I'm just the Ham guy. You know? And so, but it's hilarious, but it's also really good because that's the heartbeat. That's it. I mean, the heartbeat is to be in the community and to be known as he is also known. And it's not about being known for any one thing. Like, if people see me, the only thing that they know, or see our church, or see our staff, and they just know that, hey, they'll meet a need, well, I don't know of anything better. That's like right. That's exactly what we want to be known for. And even at this Easter, that's what it's all about, that he met a need that we couldn't meet. And so we're going to be giving away these hams, and I can't say it enough. I really do appreciate you guys. I mean, it's the local community radio, and it's gotten so much bigger over these years, and it's awesome to see how God's blessing. But I appreciate you guys partnering with us. I mean, it doesn't go unnoticed on our side, and we love you guys. We love what you do. We love all the different concepts of what y'all do in our community. We're excited about these 30 weeks and celebrating y'all's 30th anniversary, and I know that's going to be an awesome time. And we'll get to Halloween, and Steve, you'll probably have to take off for 3 months.
Oh, yeah, well, 3.5. 3.5.
But it's going to be awesome. And so to be able to partner with you guys and partner with the people over at Honey Baked Ham, it's a no-brainer to be able to love this community. And so we appreciate you letting us do this again.
It's an honor, and we'll look forward to this week. Pastor, if you would you say a blessing, just anything that comes to your heart for our community?
Absolutely. Lord, we thank you so much. And Lord, as we're on the Monday of what we call Holy Week, Lord, we think about all the different things that you are going to be experiencing 2,000 years ago and what that meant for us. And Lord, I just pray simply this. I pray for the person driving around in their car that right now everything is not going like they wish it was going. And I just pray more than anything that you give them a spirit and an ability to understand that you ain't done yet. Just like we're going to celebrate on Sunday and how everything changed through your resurrection, Lord, our lives can be changed through a resurrection where we accept you as our Lord and Savior. So, Lord, bless this radio station, bless this community, bless these amazing people, bless all of our listeners, people on Mix TV, Lord, all the aspects, and help them to understand that there's always hope if we look in the right place. Lord, we love you. Give us an awesome week to celebrate you and to love people well. In your name we pray. Amen.
Pastor Mickey Clark, how do we find out more about Crossroads Community Church?
The easiest way is crossroadscommunitychurch.com. I mean, it's just that simple. The church's name, crossroadscommunitychurch.com. We're also on Instagram. You can go to CRCC423. But all that information is at crossroadscommunitychurch.com. We're actually posting every morning at 6 a.m. a Holy Week devotional, and it just lays out the scriptures in chronological order of what was going on exactly on that day. Like today was the day he cursed a fig tree. He went back and did some different. So that way you can kind of follow along, kind of get prepared. But man, we're looking forward. We pray for all of our churches in our community. We work together. We love those guys, and it's going to be an awesome, awesome week. And again, we love you guys.
Thank you very much. And we will start qualifying people here in just a moment. Stand by. We have the Speaker of the State House of Representatives on the line. We're going to talk to Speaker Sexton in just a moment. Stand by.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143. This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I told my...
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 1013 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 1013 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Can be BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
And good morning, everybody. We are now joined by the Speaker of the State House of Representatives, Cameron Sexton. Speaker Sexton, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing great, and I appreciate you calling in this morning. And I do, I want to go back with you to last Thursday. Can you just run through for a moment for the audience who may not be as familiar with this, what happened at the state capitol last Thursday?
Yeah, we had protesters, which we have had a lot. And, I think almost every single protester was there doing what they needed to do. And the vast majority of them were perfectly fine. But what we had is we had 3 Democrat lawmakers who were inside the chamber that were leaving the chamber throughout the morning and going outside and speaking to the protesters, going up in the balconies and speaking to the protesters. And then we had many disruptions, which we have sometimes when we have protesters up in the balconies, and we had to rule them out of order a couple of times due to the fact that they continued to disrupt the House proceedings. And then we got probably about the 10:30 hour, we had 3 Democrat lawmakers who we were in between bills decided to storm up to the well without being recognized, started talking without being recognized, which is against House rules. We ruled them out of order, and then they pulled out a bullhorn and started having leading protests from the House floor, which is obviously out of order. And we took a 5-minute recess, and they continued to lead protests in the House chamber to disrupt the proceedings. Never had that in the history of the State General Assembly or in the House chamber. And those 3 individuals are going to be disciplined for it. And what they caused was, and what they did is broke a lot of different House rules. Even the Sergeant of Arms went up and tried to remove them, and they just blatantly disregarded him and disregarded everything about the institution of the General Assembly.
We're joined by Speaker of the House of Representatives, Cameron Sexton. Speaker, you call this an insurrection, and you compared it to January 6th of 2021. Tell me about that.
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick.
Yes, sir.
An act, it's an act against civil authority, and so that's exactly what those 3 protesters did. What the Democrats are trying to say is we compared the protesters to insurrection, which we did not do in any statement that we released. But those 3 individuals tried an insurrection on the House floor. They led a protest on the House floor. They even made Twitter comments that they were occupying the House floor and that they took over the House floor, which they knew that they could not do. And so they knew what they were doing is wrong. And what they told their leadership after they got them calmed down, they go, when are we going to be arrested? Their goal of disrupting the House, those 3 lawmakers, was to have the troopers to come in and arrest them. That's what they wanted. And so we didn't do that to them that day. They wanted us to adjourn and go home, which I refused to because we're going to finish our business. So it goes to show you what they really and truly wanted on that day. They weren't there talking about what happened on Monday. They were there more concerned about being arrested and being a victim than they were about talking about the victims.
We're joined by Speaker of the State House, Cameron Sexton, and it is such a tragedy that occurred at the Covenant School. First, Mr. Speaker, your reaction to the tragedy at the Covenant School.
Yeah, it was awful, and it is awful. It's still awful that you would have a female who was mentally unstable to walk into a school and think that it was okay to simply shoot people because you wanted to do that day, and you also wanted to die. I will say that was not the first location that shooter wanted to go to. There was another location, but there was too much security at the first one. So this shooter chose the second one. And so we need to protect children in public and private schools. I think you'll see that come out today with the governor and the plan on that. We need to provide more security enhancements. You'll see funding for that. And then there's lots of other discussions that are going to be out there. One of the biggest discussions should be about mental health. There's no reason that this lady, in my opinion, with all her medical history and mental illnesses, that she should have been out and about and on the street. She should have been in some type of hospital or institutionalized.
Speaker of the House, Cameron Sexton, details of you mentioned the governor's plan beginning to come out. It would, under his proposal, it would expand school safety measures to include the placement of school resource officers at every school in the state, both public and private, although private schools would not be forced to take advantage of the program. Of course, the governor's initial budget proposal came in at $20 million this year for school building security upgrades. So obviously, once his proposal comes out officially, it seems like we're looking at more than that. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, we're looking at mental health. We need to provide more mental health resources in K through 12. With this female, she was out of the norm. She was female, which goes against the norm of this type of shooting. The mental health issue, she was not one of from the inside. She was attended that school way before, I think 14 years before. Most time in these school shootings, it's someone on the inside. So as you're looking at having more SROs and having more security enhancements, you also need to provide mental health resources, counselors, social workers, psychologists in K through 12 to help these students that do have these problems so that you can uncover these problems earlier and get them the help they'll need before they do this. But we also have a problem in society where people think it's okay to say, hey, I'm going to go kill you, or tell someone I'm going to go shoot this place up. And the only tools law enforcement has is to go ask them some questions. But if they say, well, I was just kidding, that's not a crime. And so we got to give law enforcement the capability and the ability to be able to do things to these individuals who are making those comments, other than just say, okay, well, I'll come back later.
Speaker Cameron Sexton, what do, Speaker, I know the governor is proposing the school resource officers at every school statewide. What are maybe a couple other things in your estimation and your opinion that schools need to do to be ready for something like this?
Well, I mean, you can prepare the best you can, and it's a sad day when you have to prepare for this type of thing. You know, Covenant School went through something called active shooter training, which when you look back on it and you go watch the videos, every single child, amazingly, except for the ones that unfortunately this female decided to kill, made it out of the school. And so that's something that school went through that had benefit for them. They weren't still in the school when the shooter came through. And so I think giving the schools the capability to know themselves, giving them the resources to handle mental health problems in K through 12, giving them the SROs that they need, security enhancements that they need. But there should not be a child in our state who does not feel safe going to school, whether that's public or private. There should not be a child in the state who do not feel safe walking home from school. And so we need to do everything we can to protect children. But we also need, when someone has a mental health illness, they need to go get treatment. And a lot of people have been talking about red flag laws. Well, red flag laws without mental health treatment is nothing more than gun confiscation. And so you have to provide the mental health for these individuals. Almost every single mass shooting in America involves a patient who has mental illness, that there were red flags throughout, that family and friends
48% of them have provided their plans to someone in advance of them doing the shooting. And so we have to be better aware to catch these red flags, turn these people over to law enforcement before they ever get to this point, and get them the help they need, which will get them off the street.
We're joined by Representative and Speaker of the House of Representatives in Tennessee, Cameron Sexton. I really appreciate you joining us, Speaker. I want to go back to the beginning of what we talked about and what happened on Thursday in the State House. And so the trio of representatives who you say trying to take over the House floor, Representatives Justin Jones, Justin Pearson, and Gloria Johnson. You talked about in some other press articles about they would face some sort of repercussions, that sort of thing, some sort of punishment. Can you update us on that? Has anything been decided?
We're moving in that direction. What I will tell you is if anybody wants to watch the video from inside the chamber, it's a short clip, but it is on my Twitter page or Robbie Starbuck's Twitter page. But the things that we can do, excuse me, is a combination of stuff. And so we can remove them from, I can remove them from committees. I can remove them from where their offices are. I can do a lot of things personally as Speaker. The body as a whole can do a censorship on them, and the body as a whole can expel them. And so I think you will see a combination of things, not just one thing happen.
Well, Speaker of the House of State House Representatives, Cameron Sexton, Speaker Sexton, I really appreciate you joining us this morning very much. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Cameron Sexton is the Speaker of the State House of Representatives, and if maybe you had tuned in late or something like that, you can watch the full interview later this morning, beginning later this morning at mixtv.tv. Coming up next, we're going to be joined by our friends from Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. We made the big announcement this morning that Mix 1041 is celebrating our 30th anniversary beginning today and this week through the next 30 weeks. It's called Mix 30, presented by TVFCU, celebrating 30 years with 30 contests in 30 weeks. This week's prize is a 4-pack of tickets to see the Atlanta Braves with a parking pass, courtesy of our weekly partner, our first partner of this contest, Wholesale Supply Group. And so you can register now for the prizes, for this week's prize, at mymix1041.com. We'll be taking more phone calls coming up in just a few moments. All right, tell you what, we're back in just a moment with traffic. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The YMCA's after-school program is a safe place for children to play, learn, and grow when out of school. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or syrupy French toast dips. Pick any 2, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
We'll have fog early in the morning and then remaining cloudy throughout the day. A high of 81 and a low of 67 tomorrow evening. And then on Wednesday, mostly cloudy during the day with a high of 86. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 49 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Well, Bridget, I don't know what we're going to do here. We've got these two ladies. They hate to talk. They are afraid of microphones.
Very shy.
I don't know how it's going to happen.
I'm sure you'll set us right at ease, Steve.
Mix 30, and we can now let the cat out of the bag. We have been planning this for about 6 months, no kidding. And, of course, TVFCU, Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, right there with us as our presenting partner. I'm joined now by Marketing Director of TVFCU, who we've known forever, Kim Gunter.
Hello.
Hello, Kim. And a newer, I told you they were shy, and a newer friend of ours who we've really got to know the last few weeks is Cynthia Blackwell. Kim, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a little heads up here.
Yes, sir.
I came in. We've been recording some interviews with the mortgage department.
Yes, thank you for that.
Okay. Yes. Now, how long have I been interviewing you? Just around 15 years?
Oh,
10
yes.
years?
I would say 15 to 17 years.
How long have you been in Cleveland?
15 to 17 years.
Since the day she came.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before even buying a house, I came here. Have you ever brought me an Easter basket? One time. One time.
I brought you chocolate-covered strawberries when you were into that years ago. Your mind's
That's true.
Your mind's gone.
It's
been years.
That's true. Cynthia Blackwell, who I hardly even know, brought me an Easter basket last week and saved my life with some chocolate. It was wonderful.
Cynthia.
And some TVFCU goodies.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't compete with that. Her love language is gifts, and it blesses us all.
Mine is chocolate. Ladies, Kim, I do want to get serious for a second. I want to begin with you. First of all, thank you very much for partnering with us. This is a huge deal for this station. 30 years of Mix 104.1. We really appreciate it.
Oh, well, I am so excited. We are so excited at TVFCU. I mean, obviously, we have a fantastic partnership, and it's been so wonderful for the community. And I can't believe, I guess I can believe 30 years that you have been impacting this community, helping everyone grow, spreading the news, the message. I mean, through so much. I remember listening to 104.1. I've not been here 30 years, but just some really important, poignant moments, just, every morning getting to hear faces we know and love. And then when those tornadoes struck, how many years ago was that now?
2011, yeah. So 12 years ago. 12 years ago this month, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, and that one just really sticks out on my mind. I was like, I need to tune in to 104.1 because they're going to be talking about what's going on in this community. So 30 years, you're very mature. You're a full adult now.
Well, almost. Almost, Kim. I'm mature.
Still loves chocolate.
And I love chocolate. And so we're going to be celebrating for the next 30 weeks. We made the announcement last hour. We actually sent it out on the app to our app subscribers over the weekend. But look, 30 years. And I want to be clear here. A lot of you say, hey, I thought it was longer than 30 years. And to be very clear, 104.1 FM, 30 years this year. Now, WCLE 1570 AM was 1957. So that's about 66 years. So we've had a presence there for a long time. But so every week, Cynthia, we're going to do a different contest. This week, we have our partners of Wholesale Supply Group doing Braves tickets.
Nice.
So
Love
something
them.
different every week. But Cynthia, you have the mortgage department at TVFCU is doing a great prize, aren't you?
Yes,
And we haven't announced this yet.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, so we get to do the big news. So we are so excited to be announcing then today that we are going to give away $1,000. So it's going to be in the form of a Visa gift card. So you're going to receive a $1,000 Visa gift card. And the whole thought coming from mortgage is we want you to use it for something for your home. If you need to help pay your mortgage, or you need to get some lawn care, or things that you might just have been not doing, some paint, whatever it may be, the whole idea is we want to give you money so that you can help invest back into your home, invest back into your community. And we're excited. We're excited to say that. I can't wait to see who the winner is going to be. I wish it could be me, but let's be honest.
Do not enter.
I'm not even eligible.
You can resign right now.
Disagree.
And be eligible. And I can be, I can't win anything here.
We're in the same boat here.
Bridget wants me to retire. We're joined by Cynthia Blackwell, Kim Gunter, TVFCU. Well, and you just said it, though, and talking about the community. TVFCU, you're all about the community. And, Kim, I'm not asking you to give anything away this morning about the Ideal Elite Grant. I'm not. But.
Yes.
We've just finished voting on the People's Choice Friday.
That's right.
You guys, and I've said this on the air so many times, you really at TVFCU put your money where your mouth is. This grant program for small businesses is incredible, and you had quite a response this year, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, yes. We had, how many was it? Like over 300 entries between our areas, including this Ocoee region, Cleveland area. And then the People's Choice voting has just been phenomenal. Way more votes than last year. And this is our 6th year doing Ideal Leap Grant. And I'm not going to release the numbers now because I don't know them for sure, so we don't want to get weird. But I know that we have had, thousands more votes than we did in previous years. The community is really turning out, and I know you talked to all the semifinalists here in this region. I'm so excited for all those small businesses. Only one can be People's Choice winner.
That's right.
2 more will be chosen by the judges, but every single one of those small businesses that came in and spoke to you and was a semifinalist, they deserve the love and patronage of this community. Those are great businesses, all of them. Hopefully, check out the interviews here on Mix 104.1. Go look them up on TVFCU's social media so you can see who they are. These are great businesses that are giving back to the community, and that's what we really focus on for this Ideal Leap Grant.
And I know in early May will be the big pitch night at the Pie Center, and it's going to be a big, big night. We'll be talking more about that as we go along. I want to go back over to Cynthia, who is, I guess your official title is Mortgage Marketing
Specialist.
Specialist, wow.
Specialist.
So you're a specialist.
Yes.
So Cynthia, listen, I mean, here we are. It's April, it's springtime. People are thinking about stuff, about houses and homes.
Absolutely. It is that time of year where everyone starts thinking about, do we want to sell? Do we want to do something big to our home? Maybe take some money out, get some equity out of our house to do some projects. Do we need a pool for this coming summer? Which I'm going to be honest, probably a little late. That might be next summer if you start putting a pool in now. But yeah, everyone's starting to say that again, like, is it time to sell? Is it time to whatever it might be to your home? So we want you to consider TVFCU because we offer you an amazing loan product that can help you get into whatever that is, whatever that dream may be. It might be your first time home buyer. It might be, you're looking to downsize. You need to go to a condo. You're sick of doing yard work. Whatever it may be, we're here to help. So we would like, give us a call because we'd love to help you.
And beginning this week, our Mix TV Home and Garden TV spotlights will begin, also presented by TVFCU. Something started last year, and we've been doing some interviews, and we look forward to that. So it's a very exciting time. And Kim, anything you want to add here before we go with TVFCU?
Oh, I just want to say thank you so much for all that you do for the community. It's awesome to celebrate 30 years with our mortgage and to be talking about Idea Leap later today. So we appreciate you.
Yeah, hey, and when you're ready, seriously, let us know who the people's choice is. There's a lot of people interested in that.
Oh, you got it.
Thousands and thousands. Hey, and let me go back. I really, honest to goodness, I enjoyed meeting every one of them. We had 7 in here.
Yes.
The 7 finalists for Cleveland. This is the first year, obviously, that TVFCU split out Cleveland and Dalton and, of course, Chattanooga. The 3 separate contests, as we announced here. But it was so impressive. These people were so impressive, Kim, and just a wonderful group of finalists.
Yes, thank you. I mean, I totally agree. And, the Idea Leap grant is designed to help support small businesses, but we're giving away the total for all 3 areas is $175,000. Good. Here in this Ocoee region, Cleveland area is $50,000 directly. So we want to give that grant to a business that's going to take that and multiply that for our community. So each of those 7 that you talked to and interviewed, all of them have an aspect of when you patronize that business, it puts more money back into our community, and not just in the economic sense of creating dollars. Like, all of those businesses do that and more for this community. They support it in different ways. They work with nonprofits. They're revitalizing an area. There's all different aspects of what they do for this community.
Cynthia, I do want to go back to you one second. You guys will also pay the appraisals on the mortgage side.
We do. So that is a great thing that we're offering right now, that we will pay your appraisal no matter the cost. We want to help save you money on getting into your home or getting a refinance. So we cover the full cost of your appraisal. We've been doing it for a few years, and we're excited that we're going to continue doing it through the end of this year.
Yeah, I
go ahead.
I just want to say we are known for our fantastic rates, our incredible products and services, and also for being really low fee. And that's just one way to evidence that. Like, you're going to save on your fees, but right there in your face, we are going to pay your appraisal. So that knocks hundreds off right away.
Yeah, anywhere from $600 to $1,200 depending on your property. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big deal. How do we get more information, first of all, about TVFCU Mortgage?
You can go to tvfcu.com and click on home loans.
That's right. And Kim, anything you want to add here? We'll give you the final word before we go.
I second tvfcu.com for all of our products and services, mortgages, business services. We want to help it all.
All right, there we go. And TVFCU, our presenting partner of Mix 30, celebrating 30 years with 30 contests in 30 weeks. And we're looking forward to it. Big grand prize announcement here, $1,000 Visa gift card from TVFCU. We'll do that at the end of the contest. All right, I am going to give you a chance, though, right now to qualify for this week's prize. It's courtesy of Wholesale Supply Group. 4 tickets to see the Atlanta Braves and a parking pass. So over the next, tell you what, we'll give you 10 minutes. Call or text us at 423-614-6499. We'll qualify you for this week's prize with our friends at Wholesale Supply Group. Call or text 423-614-6499. If you're texting, make sure and put your name on it, and just put either Mix 30 or 30, something like that. We do a lot of contests, so we know what you're doing. All right, we're back in just a moment. Stand by.
Hey Cleveland, Thomas Williams, Executive Manager with Mountain View Nissan. Coming to you today to talk to you about our new Car Madness sale for the whole month of April. Starting April 1st through the end of the month, we're going to give you a $500 Food City gift card for purchasing a new vehicle. You heard me right. A $500 gift card to Food City for purchasing a new vehicle in the month of April. We've got plenty of inventory, and also it comes with our lifetime warranty that covers your engine, your transmission, your water pump for as long as you own the car. It's April. It's New Car Madness time. Come see us.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
Mike went out and said that. Go Gators! Lord. Former pastor of Westwood. And then, and guest. What's your name? Well, you're about as active as it. Anyway, Paul Davis, executive pastor at Westwood. Guys, good morning. Talk sports first. I'm not playing this. I gotta find my real March Madness music here. Hang on a second, it's been a while. NCAA Women's Championship yesterday to LSU. Paul Davis, the Lady Tigers won the first ever basketball championship for Louisiana State yesterday.
Yeah, you know what happened is they hired a Baptist coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, from Baylor.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's
so
right.
she had championships at Baylor, and then within 2 years comes to LSU and just knocks it out of the park. And so she had the anointing.
What a win for them, Pastor Smartt. LSU over Iowa, and Caitlin Clark What about her? For Iowa.
Hey, women's basketball is kind of taking a turn this year. I mean, they're aggressive. I mean, the guys, we haven't seen any real fights or anything like that, but the women have just been going at it. So it's really been interesting to watch. So I'm not sure what's going on there. So I don't know. Maybe you have an insight on that.
I'm sure that Aaliyah Boston of South Carolina will probably be the #1 pick in the WNBA draft. Yeah. Although they, Iowa put them out on Friday night. Well, guys, tonight, here we go. It's NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Who would have thought? UConn and San Diego State, Pastor.
Who knew? Who knew?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, no worries about going to bed early tonight.
You're a big Carolina fan.
Yeah. So last year, this is the annual remembrance of being up by 20-something at halftime and then choking on the second half, which was kind of a precursor to the 2022-23 season.
Yeah. So what happened? I mean, even preseason #1.
Absolutely.
And not even in the tournament, Paul.
No. And we declined going to the NIT.
Probably a good move, actually.
Yes, so we didn't get beat in the NIT, I guess. by New Hampshire University. Who would have
thought half of the Final Four was FAU and San Diego State,
both of which bucketed out in my first bracket. So
kill everybody's bracket. All right, tonight at 9 o'clock, we will actually carry the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship game. UConn and San Diego State, 9 o'clock here on Mix 104.1 with Westwood 1 Radio and the free Mix 104.1 app, that free download at mymix1041.com. Obviously on CBS, it's Jim Nantz' final game as a college basketball announcer after 37 years. Do you guys remember? So 1991, CBS fires Brent Musburger, right? Like today, on the day of the tournament, they bring in Nantz.
It's like firing a pastor the week of Easter.
Exactly. And I think,
Wait a minute.
could be a good idea for one of you. I don't know which. Anyway, hello to the, what is it, deacons or council? I don't know what it is over there. Anyway. No, but they fire Musburger. He goes to ABC. Nantz gets put in. He now lives in Nashville, by the way. And matter of fact, they did his CBS interview about his career at Belmont University over the weekend. They played, I don't know when they did it. They played it over the weekend. But tonight is a special. Do you like Nantz as a play-by-play man?
I do. I prefer him probably more in the Masters setting is where I like to.
Which is later this week.
Yeah, so I like that. But I grew up back when I guess NBC had Al McGuire there.
Al McGuire.
Yeah, I loved that. I have cassette tapes. Now this is how old I am, right? Be 57 this month. So I have cassette tapes of North Carolina games where I would record them. Put the microphone up to the TV. So I have the Virginia, back in the day when Michael Jordan was playing, and I would ride around listening to them, instead of AC/DC or something like that. That's how boring I was. Yeah.
Now there's a new invention I want to make you aware of.
Okay.
YouTube. It's YOU.
Oh, yeah.
And you can just go there and actually see it too and hear it.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. That whole diatribe was for any UNC fan to be able to have the opportunity to bring up Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah, always got to do that. It's like a Gator fan bringing up Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Just had to get that in today.
Well, and so we're here to talk about Westwood Baptist for Easter. However, so the movie Air has got to appeal, I'd say to everybody, but to you especially.
Yeah,
this week.
Michael Jordan is just, he's the GOAT in that particular area. People talk about LeBron, and I just go Michael Jordan, whatever. And he grew up in an era that was uniquely different in NBA as well, too. While we had the superstars didn't have to tell you that they were superstars. You know what I mean? And so while there was some talking, but not in the context of today. It's like, and so we talk about this even in the church setting. Is that there's not one area that you can go to. I mean, so I'm a Southern Bubba here. So NASCAR, watching it since 1987 or something like that. You can't go into any aspect of sports where political, stuff doesn't come in. And I just want to say, shut up and play the game or drive the car or do whatever, and let's not have all this other political stuff. Just concentrate on that, And honestly, if you're good, I wasn't the greatest Dale Earnhardt fan, but he didn't have to tell you he was good, right? You know, and Jeff Gordon, you know, those, anyway. That's my NASCAR tangent.
Should I at this point say the views of Paul Davis?
Yeah.
Not necessarily?
You say that every Sunday. Yeah, he does right after announcements. What he said, I don't know. But Tim Tebow, I mean, he's unique coming up in this atmosphere as well too. He just does the work and let people say what they will about him. And so anyway,
if you had this much passion at church, you may be doing better. Anyway,
once I learn the gospel, I will.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I was in Charlotte all weekend, so trust me, I've been bleeding the Carolina blue all weekend. Nationals over the Braves yesterday, 4-1. So we'll move the Braves Cardinals tonight. Braves in St. Louis will be moved to Talk 101.3 The Buzz tonight because the NCAA championship at 7:45. Hawks over the Mavericks 132-130 overtime. Pastor, officially now, Pastor Steve Smartt, Westwood Baptist Church, Executive Pastor Paul Davis. Pastor Smartt.
Yes.
What does this week mean to you?
Well, I think it means it's a reminder to us of what every week should mean to us, that Resurrection Sunday should be 52 weeks out of the year, that we have hope all year long. And the blessing is that on this week, the whole world takes notice. You know, it's the 2 times a year, you know, you get Christmas and Easter where everybody's talking about Jesus whether they want to or not. And the good thing is we're thankful that the story that we know is true, and it's an opportunity for us to proclaim it.
Paul Davis, let's talk about the celebration at Westwood Baptist. What's going to be happening this week?
Well, last night we had a night of worship that was an excellent, well put together night by our Minister of Music, Matt Parks. And then this Friday we'll have a Good Friday service at 6 o'clock. And generally on Good Friday is, how do I say this? We ask our church family to come and just hear a message, take communion together, Lord's Supper together, and just let that marinate on their hearts as we head towards Sunday, because there's a weightiness to that day, of course, and so we do that on Fridays. And then on Easter morning at 7 o'clock at our pavilion that God has afforded us, you know, the 50 acres there. It's a beautiful setting there, and as typical as it looks like the weather forecast, it's going to be cold again this year, but not as cold as it has been. But it's a great time. We gather for about 45 minutes, just kind of low-key worship, and Pastor will bring a message, and we have a great turnout for that. And then at 10 o'clock, which is our normal worship time, we'll have our Easter service this week, and so that's what we have ahead.
Just a special week, and of course our friends at Westwood Baptist Church. Pastor, you said it a second ago. You know, sometimes people will come in a church maybe twice a year. How do you approach that?
We're thankful they do. We'll take them. I mean, that's one of the things that we are very diligent about, or make an effort to do, is to present an opportunity to worship, whether it's Easter morning or the week after, the week before. We want to present the same gospel and be the same people who we are, no matter what, so that if people do come on Christmas and Easter, and they show up. Let's say they show up in June. They're going to see the same church that they saw on those 2 days, because there was a necessity of consistency for us to worship Christ every week on that first day of the week.
Talk, Pastor, a little more about Westwood Baptist Church. Besides Easter, what else is happening that you're excited about right now? What's going on?
Oh, trick question. Let's see. There's so much.
I know you're focused a lot on this week, but what else do you tell people? Say, hey, I'm looking for a church. I really haven't found where I belong. What would you guys say to that?
Well, I would say that it's just that that consistency effort of walking through the Scriptures together each week, worshiping, focusing our attention upon Christ in the midst of a hope. We all go through experiences on a regular basis. Our family is going through an experience right now where there's a need to have a stability of what truth really is, and that doesn't happen in doses, and it doesn't happen in an emergency situation. There's a necessity of foundation. I tell college students a lot of time, I'll say, look, you can ask questions, but there has to be a foundation, a bottom that you land at. And I think that bottom really comes through consistency, through a relationship that we find with Christ, and we discover Him through His Word. And so when someone asks me, like you did, about what am I excited about Westwood, I think that it's just that every week opportunity opportunity to be able to come together, to gather in one accord, being harmonized in our worship of Christ, and then to go into the Scriptures together and let the Holy Spirit speak through His Word to strengthen that foundation, so that when you go through, maybe someone's not going through a difficult time today, but you will be next week or next month or something at some point, and there needs to be something that you're going to a truth, not a hope, not just a faith in general, but there needs to be something you can depend on, a truth that's real, and I believe the Scripture is very clear about that's where our hope is at. So it's that faithful, consistent diet that I think we're excited about.
Paul? Well, I talked to the church yesterday, and I said, the beauty of David in the Psalms is that at one moment he's, speaking as the deer panteth for the water, so my heart, follows after you. And then the next minute he's like he's schizophrenic. He's going, where are you, God? What have you done? Why have you left me or forsaken me? And I said that humanity of David in his writing speaks to us because we've been there. We can all gather on Sunday morning and feel really comfortable in our Jesus setting kind of thing. But when the rubber meets the road outside the context of Sunday morning corporate worship, how are you going to respond when that job is lost or when the loved one is in the hospital or whatever? It's like, to Pastor's point, we want to continually build the framework that you can go back to and do what David did. Is when he kind of got himself together, he'd go back and go, oh, I remember when you did this and when you did this and you provided this. And so he had a history with God to go back to. And so what we have is the Scripture along with the history that we have walking with Him, if you have at any point in time, or if you're new to Him, that's how you learn. And unfortunately, and I don't particularly like it, is that in the difficult times is where your faith has grown the most. And so when you ask about what's exciting going on, I think about our youth that are getting ready to prepare for our summer camp. And I said to our parents yesterday, and I was kind of, coming from a guy who owns 2 dogs, I don't have any children, but I was kind of shaming them a little bit. I said, listen, if you're not excited about sending your youth to youth camp, and you're more excited about them going to cheerleading, wrestling, basketball camp, then shame on you, because here's what we're going to guarantee you, that they're going to hear not only the gospel, but we're going to equip them to be able to process that when they go back into the schools, local, which we're blessed with, but even outside of this area that is a woke environment, that they're trying to interject that into, that our kids can not just quote Bible verses, but they're able to process in such a way that they can say, that's not truth. And while I know that's not truth, this is what truth is. And that's what we see disciples being made, right? And so that's the call of the church. The disciple making and replicating in that. And so that's where we see the consistency. So throughout the years, as we've transitioned, in the 80s, we were some big events, the CRC and things like that. And we'll do those from time to time. But what we have is more of a line that is just not up and down on those things. Like we go out into the community and do that. But what we call our people to do is like this. Do it every day. Act as if this is Easter week every day, and go out and take opportunities to have gospel conversations with the community that we feel like is in this religious bubble, but most certainly is not the same as it was 20 years ago or whatever. And the Lord is bringing people from all over. Just had lunch with folks yesterday from North Carolina who just love this area, who have come to our church. And one of the things that they said, which I take for granted because I've been in the church 52 years of my 57, of how friendly our people were and how inviting they were or whatever. And I understand that that's not the case, unfortunately, And so that's what we're trying to lead and teach our people to do.
So, Pastor Steve Smartt, Paul Davis, Westwood Baptist Church, I guess all the information's on your website?
Yep, westwoodlife.org.
What is it?
Westwoodlife.org.
Westwoodlife.org. And, of course, you can listen and watch Westwood Baptist for many years here on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. Are you
8 o'clock Sunday mornings?
8 o'clock Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Are you going to have an Easter basket this year? A little Easter bonnet, maybe?
My mom's already bought me some Peeps.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so
I got Peeps.
Yeah.
But they're a little different.
And Peeps come in different. Yeah, you did. Yeah. That's a different show. But they've expanded the Peep market into a lot of different colors other than just the pink and the yellow now. I'm digging that. Yeah.
I'm into the yellow. Give me the original. All that sort of thing. Guys, no kidding. Thank you very much for what you do at Westwood Baptist. It's a
Thank you for
tremendous tradition.
Yeah.
Wait a second. 52 of 57? Is that 52 years at Westwood of 50? They said you've been there too long.
Yeah.
Have a look around.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
God bless you. Good to see you. All right. Tell you what, we're going to take a quick break right here. And when we come back, we've got a lot more to go here on a Bridget, a big morning. Tell you what, before we take a break, let's check our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Okay, happy birthday to my friend Denny Williams today. Hope he has a great day. Mandy Beatty is also celebrating today, a third grade teacher at Michigan Avenue. Nora Rosie is 4 years old today. That is from her grandmother, who says she is a joy to all who know her. Daniel Cudd is 40 today. Jack Sanders is also celebrating. He's a student at Walker Valley. Rexanna Wilson is 55 today. That is from her co-workers at the Bradley County Road Department. My friends Mary Holloway and Keith Romanger both celebrated their birthdays yesterday. And then Ella Ingram is having a birthday today. Her Aunt Meredith sent that in to us. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They are with you every step of the way.
All right, so don't forget, if you're still looking maybe to accent your Easter outfit for that man in your life, and well, you know, hey, women, listen, you want him to look good Sunday or Saturday, whenever you celebrate, whatever, go to the Town Squire. Larry's got all kinds of great stuff and ready to go for you this Easter season. Did you know the Town Squire has tuxedo rentals?
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active, with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Direct Primary Care Associates is making our healthcare membership even better. Now you can have access to over 1,000 generic medications as a part of our membership. This efficient, affordable benefit to go with your already convenient DPCA membership makes getting your medications easy with home delivery. You can find out how you and your family can get access to over 1,000 medications, 24/7 access to your doctor via phone, text, email, telemedicine, same day or next day appointments, labs, and more with a low monthly cost at directprimarycareassociates.com.
Why rain on come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home. Completely remodeled. Offering cremations as low as $5.95. Funerals, $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com. When trust matters most.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute, your regional leaders in vascular care. February is Heart Month. What do you know about cardiovascular disease? Here are some fast facts to remember. 52% of high blood pressure deaths, the silent killer, occur in women. Every 40 seconds, someone in the United States will have a myocardial infarction. Stroke accounts for approximately 1 of every 19 deaths in the United States, on average every 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Many cardiac and stroke events can be prevented through education and lifestyle changes. Take the time to sustain your changes and control the risk factors that can be managed, such as establishing a primary care provider, exercising daily and eating a healthy diet, maintaining your diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol, and quitting smoking. For more information about vascular disease, visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com or call their office at 423-602-2750 to be evaluated. No referral is needed and appointments are within 1 week.
Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty. Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Mix 104.1 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
We'll start off with you. Tell us what's happening at Chick-Fil-A with United Way.
Yeah, so we are so excited to be partnering with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library to present Monday Mornings with the Chick-Fil-A Cow. So every Monday from 10 to 10:30 in the month of April, you'll have the opportunity to bring your kid to listen to a story from our Chick-Fil-A Cow and get a little gift from us as well.
Oh, wow. That sounds awesome. We're also joined by Emily Garner with United Way. You're an AmeriCorps Vista at United Way. And so, Emily, tell us, for those who don't know, tell us about the Imagination Library.
Yeah, so Imagination Library was started by Dolly Parton. She started it in honor of her dad who couldn't read. She started it in her county, which was Sevier County, and now it's spread to every county in Tennessee, and it's all over the United States, and it's in the UK, it's in Australia, it's in Canada, all over the world, really. We at United Way, we have about 3,500 kids enrolled right now, and we're growing pretty rapidly. We're doing all these events. We now have a Facebook page, so you can check us out at Bradley County Imagination Library on Facebook, and there's lots of ways to enroll. We have a QR code. You can go online and do it, and then you get a free book every month from ages 0 to 5 for the kids, and so by the time they graduate, they can have up to 60 books in their library to get them ready for school.
Yeah, and it's so great to let people know about this, because it is absolutely free, and a lot of people, still aren't aware of the Imagination Library. And Emily, I know United Way does such a great work in our community. What do you love most about working there and being involved with United Way?
I think for me, it's making a difference in the community and being able to go out and be a part of the community and see the same faces and different faces every time I'm going out, and just knowing that the work that we're doing is really growing and helping people in the community who need it.
All right, Bailey Messer, will come back over to you with Chick-fil-A. So what would you say to all the moms and dads out there? I know you'd love to invite them to come out each and every Monday in April.
Yeah, so, it's a good opportunity for you to have some quality time with your children, grab some breakfast, start your morning off right, and then, just you have the opportunity to sign them up for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library while you're there, so that's a plus.
Definitely. Well, Bailey, remind us of the details, the what day of the week and the time and all that.
Yeah, so it's every Monday morning in April from 10 to 10:30.
All right, and at both locations of Chick-fil-A?
At the Paul Huff location.
Chick-fil-A, Paul Huff. Awesome. All right, and thanks also. We have Diane Penley here with us this morning and Cindy Lawson as well here in the studio, so we appreciate all of you being here. Anything else any of you want to add before we go here?
Come out and see us. We're really excited.
All right. Sounds good. That's Bailey Messer, Diane Penley, also Cindy Lawson, Emily Garner with Chick-fil-A, and also United Way of the Ocoee region. Thank you all so much for coming in this morning. And
Thank
the
you.
Chick-fil-A cow. Can't forget about the Chick-fil-A cow. Thank you for being here. All right. Keep it here. Mix 104.1 WCLE.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital.